Good evening and welcome to the November 4th meeting of the Glenville Town Board. Please rise for the invocation and pledge allegiance. Please join me in prayer. Dear Lord, give me strength to live this day. Let me not turn coward before its difficulties or prove unfit for its duties. Let me not lose faith in other people. Keep me happy and sound of heart in spite of ingratitude, treachery, and meanness. Preserve me from minding little stings or giving them to others. Help me to keep my heart clean and to live so honestly and fearlessly that no outward failure can dishearten me or take away the joy of my integrity. Open wide my eyes so that I may see good things. Grant me this day new visions of truth. Inspire me to be joyful and glad, and give me strength to help suffering souls. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Martin?
Here.
Councilman Pittavani?
Here.
Councilman Blount?
Here.
Councilwoman Wozzbowski? Here. Supervisor Kessley?
Here. Everyone, there's an agenda up front if you didn't already receive one. We have actually two public hearings, and then we do have one add-on at the end of the agenda, which we'll take up before new business, and it's an add-on authorizing the supervisor to enter into a letter of intent with Homeland Security and Public Safety Consortium for a portion of the town, the landfill for public safety firearms training. The resolution will be taken up again after 16 and before item 17. So with that, we'll start with town council reports, and I'll start on my left with Councilman Blount.
Mr. Supervisor, just one thing. Presently, the road entranceway to Indian Meadow Park is being finally paved.
Very nice. Nothing else?
That's it.
Well, that's it. All right. Councilwoman Wozzbowski.
Yes, just a reminder to our residents that our leaf pickup program is in progress right now. If you'd like to know where we've been and where we're going, you can go to the town's website, www.townofglenville.org. It'll tell you the neighborhoods that we've been in, where we're going, and give you all sorts of information and tips. The one tip I would mention is, though, please do not put leaves in the road. It blocks the right-of-way for the cars, and it's dangerous. Some of the neighborhoods don't have really wide streets and doesn't have a lot of room for traffic. Is that it?
Thank you. Councilman Martin.
Just one thing, the Residents Advisory Committee for the Comprehensive Plan is meeting tomorrow evening in this building. They continue to work. They've actually condensed their meetings in the interest of trying to get through the document more quickly and keeping us on track for late spring, early summer.
Thank you. Councilman Pittavani.
No report.
No report. Excellent. So we'll move on to item number 5, which is the public hearing for to hear any of those interested in comments for the preliminary budget. I'll open the public hearing. Anyone wish to be heard, come to the podium, just state your name and address and address your items to the board. So we'll open the public hearing. Anyone wish to be heard on that matter regarding the tentative budget, the preliminary budget? Going once, going twice. Seeing none, that public hearing is now closed. Move on to the next public hearing. This is a public hearing to hear all those wish to be heard regarding the petition to establish a drainage district to include 11 parcels located on Victoria Court, which is part of the Park Ridge Estates subdivision. That public hearing is now open. Anyone wish to be heard on that matter regarding Victoria Court extension for the drainage district, petition for the drainage district? Going once, going twice, seeing none, that public hearing is now closed. We'll now move to privilege of the floor. We usually go with people who have signed up. Nobody has signed up, so we'll open privilege of the floor. If you wish to be heard, privilege of the floor is now open. Just raise your hand, and we'll bring you to the podium. Seeing none, going once, going twice, wishful thinking. That privilege of the floor is now closed. We will move to supervisors' comments to the board, which tonight we do not have supervisors' comments to the board. So we're moving right along at a pretty fast pace.
The meeting just got shorter by 2/3.
Item number 9 already. Yeah.
You guys picked a good name to come.
I did forget to mention that we are pulling resolution 10, item 10, resolution approving a preliminary capital expense budget for sewer district 9. Just not ready for a resolution yet, so that one is being pulled. So we're on item number 9, resolution 9, approving the preliminary capital expense budget for water district 11. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second? Second. Moved in second. Any discussion?
Mr. Supervisor, this resolution would approve the preliminary capital expense budget for water district number 11 of the town of Glenville and extensions number 1 through 46 for the year 2016.
Any questions, comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Pittavani?
Yes.
Councilman Blunt?
Yes.
Councilwoman Wozzowski?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 11, approving the preliminary capital budget expense for Acorn Drive Sewer District and Woodhaven. Do I have a motion?
So
Do
moved.
I have a second?
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Mr. Supervisor, this resolution would approve a preliminary capital expense budget of the joint Acorn Drive Sewer and Woodhaven Sewer District for the year 2016.
Excellent. Any questions, comments, concerns? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Pittavani?
Yes.
Councilman Blunt?
Yes.
Councilwoman Wozzowski?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next resolution, resolution 12, approving the preliminary capital expense budget for All Plus Sewer District 1 and extensions 1 for 2016. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second? Second. Moved in second. Any discussion?
Mr. Supervisor, this resolution would approve the preliminary capital expense budget for the Alcohol Sewer District number 1 and extension number 1 for the year 2016.
Any questions, comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Pittavani?
Yes.
Councilman Blunt?
Yes.
Councilwoman Wozzowski?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 13, a resolution to schedule a public hearing regarding amendment to chapter 255 of the Vehicle and Traffic Code of the Town of Glenville. Do I have a motion?
So
Do
moved.
I have a second?
I'll second it.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Mr. Supervisor, I'm introducing a local law to amend Chapter 255 of the Vehicle and Traffic Code of the Town of Glenville. A duly scheduled public hearing must be held in order to amend the existing code by local law, and that the Town Board of the Town of Glenville will meet at the Municipal Center here on Wednesday, November 18th at 7 p.m., or as soon thereafter as possible, at which time it will be to hear all persons interested in the proposed local law to amend Chapter 255, and that the town clerk is hereby authorized and directed to prepare the proper public notice and set hearings in accordance with the law, which as follows: stop intersections to include the following: Alder Lane, the intersection of Alder Lane with a stop sign on Birch Lane with the entrances to the east and west, and a stop intersection to exclude the following: intersection of Birch Lane with stop sign on Alder Lane, entrances north and south. So we're looking for this resolution to take effect when filed with the Secretary of State of New York.
Thank you. I had one question. Were you at the meeting when this was
I was
discussed?
not.
Okay. Maybe we'll have to just reach out to one of them, but it appears what they're doing is they're taking the stop signs from Elder and moving them on to Birch. And I was just wondering what the argument for that was, because it seems as though they're not gonna have a four-way stop, they're gonna have a two-way stop. So the traffic coming off of Elder is gonna be making a left onto Birch without a stop sign. And all the traffic on Birch is gonna have a stop, they're not used to that. I just don't know why they're eliminating stop signs.
I don't know, but I can tell you that I'm certain that the traffic engineer has looked at the four-way stop, and there is a reason for it, I'm sure.
I don't know if you want to reach out to him or I can
Yeah.
reach out to him, but I'm curious as to why, because to me, it doesn't seem logical.
Okay.
Just curious on his thought behind that. Maybe I'll take the public hearing and opportunity to ask that question. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Pittavani?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Councilwoman Wozzachowski?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 14, authorizing the town clerk to issue a required permit for an outdoor amusement. Do I have a motion?
So
Do
moved.
I have a second?
Second.
Moved in second, any discussion?
Mr. Supervisor, we have an application dated August 4, 2015. Pursuant to the code of the town of Glenville, Baptist Health System has applied for a permit to conduct an outdoor amusement entertainment event at Justin Meadows Assisted Living Grants Campus, Swaggertown Road, Glenville, to conduct a happy light display from November 24th, 2015 to January 1st, 2016, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. each day. And said applicant has been referred to the chief of police, town of Glenville, and respective fire chief of the area in which said entertainment will be conducted, and the Schenectady County Environmental Health Department is required by the town of Glenville. Be resolved, the town board of the town of Glenville has said applicant of the Baptist Health System, and here be approved.
Any questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Pittavani?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Councilwoman Wozzachowski?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 15, approving the town board minutes. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved in second, any discussion?
This is resolution number 15 for the minutes for the regular meeting, October 7th, 2015.
Any changes, deletions? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Pittavani?
I would have to abstain as I was absent at that meeting.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Councilwoman Wozzachowski?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 16, approving the town board minutes for October 21st. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved in second.
Mr. Supervisor, this is a resolution number 16 to okay the minutes for the meeting October 21st, 2015.
Any changes, deletions? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Pittavani?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Councilwoman Wozzachowski?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. We'll go on to the add-on, which is the add-on resolution authorizing the supervisor to enter into an letter of intent to lease with the Homeland Security and Public Safety Consortium a portion of the town's landfill site. Do I have a motion?
So
Do
moved.
I have a second?
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Mr. Supervisor, the Homeland Security and Public Safety Consortium, the HSPSC, a New York corporation, has proposed that the town enter into a lease agreement for a portion of the town's closed landfill site for the purpose of operating a public safety firearms training facility. And the town has determined that there is sufficient space available on the landfill site that is not part of the cap landfill to accommodate the firearms training facility. And the firearms training facility would provide an advanced target range that could be utilized by the town of Glenville, the village of Scotia, and other area police departments, as well as the Zone 5 Training Academy. The town board desires to enter into a letter of intent to lease the premises to the HSPSC so that the HSPSC can commence the planning and zoning review process for the proposed project. And that the town board of the town of Glenville hereby authorize the supervisor to enter into that letter of intent with them.
Any questions or comments?
Just want to point out for those listening that this is just that, it's a letter of intent. We're just starting down the path here. We have an environmental review to go through, planning and zoning, so this is just a very first preliminary step.
And we need this step to get to the review. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Pittavani?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Councilwoman Wozzachowski?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next item is new business. So I'll start on my left again with Councilman Bullock.
Nothing, just congratulations to the team. That's
Thank
it.
you. Councilwoman Rudowski.
Really nothing new, Mr. Supervisor, beyond thanking the residents who came out to vote yesterday. Their support was very,
Thank you. Councilman Martin.
I just want to say congratulations to John and Gina and the rest of the team, and thanks everybody for voting and taking part in, the voting process and being good, civic-minded people.
Thank you. Councilman Pittavani.
And I also would like to thank the voters for coming out and supporting our team and seeing through some of the mistruths and negativity that was sent out there, and further realize that the voters in the town of Glenville are very intelligent voters, and I don't think our opponents were thinking that direction.
Excellent, thank you.
I could have said that a whole lot better.
That was fine. So since I didn't have a supervisor's report, just one or two quick items. First of all, of course, obviously, congratulations to the team. It was a hard-fought win, but it was I think a validation of the decisions we've made over the years and the things that we've had to do. And I appreciated everyone's effort and I congratulate you and looking forward. Now we really have to get your picture back on that wall out there.
I'm sorry, Sid's a good-looking guy.
It's been up there a while. Also, just note, as you already do know, there will be no work session next week since it is Veterans Day, so we will not have a work session on the 11th. Since we really can't schedule another one easily or in this room at all, really, other than Wednesday nights, we're going to go right into the board meeting on the 18th. So if there's something that needs to be discussed in November, we probably will have it discussed on the 18th. We will be having a presentation on the 18th for a project that's coming before the town that would normally go to the work session, but we're going to ask the developer to do a presentation from the podium at the board meeting in lieu of the work session. So that will just mark your calendars for that one. Lastly, Jason, Mike, and I met with our broker, and although this might come to a shock for some people, Obamacare isn't what it's all cracked up to be, and it's going to make some painful decisions for some employers. One of them happened to be the town of Glenville, because we've been advised that our plans that we've offered through at least one of the carriers are not necessarily available. When I say not necessarily available, they are not available anymore. And so we're going to have to sit down and work through a new plan that is compliant and being offered by the carrier. So that creates some difficulty and some challenges, but I think we've had a good start on looking through the variety of options that are before us and going forward with that, just to be aware that that's going to come in down the pike between now and November 18th when our health fair is. So we have a very short window to get this done, but I want everyone to be aware of that.
So his statement that you can keep your concurrent coverage was...
Keep your plan.
No, he said you can keep your doctor if you want. You can't even keep your plan, let alone your doctor.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, with that, I have nothing new, so I entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll move it.
Any in favor? Or no, a second.
I'll second it.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're adjourned.